My name is Trish, and I am doing my very first wig review video. I'm excited to do this. Like I said, this is my first time, and hopefully I don't ramble and go all over the place, and you can get a feel for this wig. It is Wynter by Estetica, and here is the card there. This is in the color RS 28F. To be quite honest with you, I have no idea what that means. um, the color codes I'm still getting used to, and frankly, they really don't mean a whole lot to me. I do know that the R means rooted and the F means frost. And, I'm just one of those people that needs a color description when I'm looking at colors. Like if I look for a wig color and they just had these numbers, I'd be like, what does that mean? I don't know. So this is described as a chestnut brown with red frost. And you can definitely see that. My normal bio hair is more of like an ash brown, kind of mousy brown. So I never had this much richness to it, but this is like a richer, lighter brown maybe, with this gorgeous red frost or highlighting or something that, it's not streaky highlights, but in certain lighting, you just see all this gorgeous red dimension. It is just stunning. I love this wig. This was my first wig purchase. I started losing my hair as a result of COVID. I had COVID back in November of 2021. And after I started feeling better, which was around January, I started losing hair at an alarming rate. And if you do any research on COVID and the after effects of that, hair loss in women is one of those things that tends to happen. And it was coming out at an alarming rate. Like I would brush my hair and it would come out in clumps. I would wash my hair, it would come out in clumps. And I had to do something quickly because the research, showed that it usually rectifies itself within a couple months. But a couple months, I mean, I would have been bald. Like I had to do something. So that is what started me on my wig journey, and thank God that I saw the videos from Taz's Wig Closet, and she was just a godsend. I started researching the options that were out there, and decided that wigs were the way to go. I did think about going with toppers, but you need hair to attach those two. They're very similar to, more of a fuller hair extension piece, if you will. And a lot of my hair loss was happening at the crown and back of my head. And I thought, how am I going to first attach this to anything? If it didn't rectify itself, my hair loss, what was I going to attach this thing to? And, looking at the price points of toppers versus wigs, they're most times the same price, if not more, than a wig. And I thought, what am I going to do if I purchase this thing and spend $200 or $300, and after a while I can't even wear it because I have no hair to attach it to? I mean, so I was just at a point where I was just freaking out, and so I decided to go the wig route for me because it made more sense financially, and because I didn't know what was going to happen with my own hair. So this is a temple to temple lace front wig. And you can see the lace here. In fact, you really can't even see it. I mean, it's so well blended and so nicely done with the coloring that I never even felt I could see a lot of the knotting, and had to obscure that in some way. Even the side part here, it might not look like, skin, if you will. But I've never felt that I had to obscure that either. Now I have a little clip in here to kind of keep this off my face. That's one of the things with some wigs, is that they just tend to flop in your face, and if you don't style them out of the way with, some sort of heat or steam or something, you'll have that. So I just keep these little cute clips in. But yeah, I've never felt I had to really obscure the part, because it was just like so messy and fluffy that I just never felt I had to do that. There is a thin parting space in that mono part that allows you to, part it any way you want, really, from what I found. I usually part my hair to my left. So that it's worked well for me. But I know that I can also part it to the right, or I can also do a center part as well. And, if you like it a certain way, you can also maneuver the wig around on your head to, either more this way or more that way to, accommodate a style that you would like. I have heard that people say that there is no permatease or very little in this. I tend to disagree with that, especially in this one I got. With this curl pattern and things, I feel some permatease back there, and I feel it has to have something to keep the stacked situation going, as well as keeping the waves and curls in place. So I feel there is some permatease in here. It's not crazy fluffy, but I think it is in there. I love this wig. It is so comfortable. I feel it stands the test of time. I purchased this in January of this year, and I have worn this wig pretty much every day. And it is held up tremendously. I will say that the slip and silicone that are put in wigs does tend to wear off. Wig reviewers do say that, and that is something that people in their wig journey should realize, that as you wear your wig, that slip and softness will go away over time, and it will maybe not feel the same. But it doesn't mean that the wig is any less nice or fun to wear. Because I feel that that's how this wig is for me. As I mentioned, I had COVID last year. I started losing hair at an alarming rate. It has seemed to have subsided now. I do have a full head of hair underneath this wig. It is finer and it's shorter because obviously I was losing hair. But my texture has changed quite a bit. It's now more curly and wiry than it was. Prior to having COVID, I was going through the curly girl method and trying to reestablish my curl and waves. My hair was always like on the wavier side anyway. And so I was just trying to, reestablish that. Well, now it's like super curly, short, wiry, and my own bio hair would never hold this style. I have started taking supplements. I started taking hair regrowth supplements right away when this started happening, which is probably why I didn't lose all of my hair, and why it subsided quickly. I also started taking things to help with stress levels like saw palmetto and ashwagandha. I was also taking supplements that help with the regulation of DHT, which is a hormone that is related to testosterone. That's a whole other story and a whole lot of the research that I did on my hair loss journey as well, which I can do a video on if you would like. But so at the end of the day, my hair loss has subsided a little bit. I wanted something very believable and very natural looking, and that people wouldn't say, "Oh my gosh, what's going on with your hair?" So I purchased this style because prior to having COVID, I was kind of wearing my hair up anyway, with the little pieces coming down around my face. So it wasn't that much of a drastic change. It did look a little bit more like a lot more hair. But I didn't really care about that. But the color, I wanted something that was more believable in a color that was for me. I was dyeing my hair with at-home dyeing products. So the color is very similar to what I was wearing. I had to start just wearing the wig out, and like I said, I would wash my hair and look at it from the back. And I have hair around here mostly, and I do have some in the back too, but there was not a balding spot, but a very much thinning spot in the back of my head. And no matter how I would arrange it in the back, or the products I would put in it, you could just see my scalp. And so I felt, you know what, even the worst looking wig is going to look better than my bio hair. And so I just, started wearing my wigs, because I couldn't go out of the house like that. Like I just couldn't, and yeah, so I just had to start doing it. And when I first started wearing them, I got the most compliments on my hair. Like right away, they were like, people at work were like, "Oh my gosh, your hair is so cute. Oh my gosh, And I had one person say, "Oh my gosh, your hair is so cute. Did you get it like restyled?" And I actually told her that it was a wig, and she was floored. She was like, "Are you kidding me?" I mean, she couldn't even tell. And that made me feel really good. If she was telling me the truth, I don't know. But she was like, "Oh my gosh, I can't even believe it." I'm like, "Yeah." And I said, I've, done a lot of research on this, and I told her what was happening to me, and, all that. So I'm just happy with this purchase. Like I said, I don't know if I've said this already, but I feel still like this was a lot of hair for me, even though this is not a high density wig by any means. But because I had such thinning hair, finer hair, that when I first put this on, it was like, "Oh my gosh, this is a ton of hair." So I have thinned this out a bit. This is not an out of the box essentially review. But I have thinned this out a little bit around the face here, and maybe some in the back here. But other than that, I feel it's doing okay. I have also washed this at least once, and I've washed this after about 30 days of wear, because I just felt like I probably should. I'm probably not going to wash it a lot because I don't feel it needs it. I've researched that a lot of folks will just squirt it the inside of the cap with Febreze and different things, and so the less you wash the fibers, the synthetic fibers, the longer your wig will last. And this is synthetic, so it is not heat friendly. So it is not something that you can curl. You can steam curl it. I've actually added some waves, or reconstructed the waves by wrapping them in curlers that are rollers that have like metal mesh in them, and pinning them, and then shooting them with a hair dryer and letting it sit for a while. And it has, sprung back the curls and waves a bit. So that's something that you can do as well. I have not steamed this wig. I just don't want to do any of these things that are going to, make the longevity last the way I want it. I also purchased this wig in another color, a blonde color, for the summer. It's not a blonde platinum color. It's more of like a golden, you know, summery blonde. I think it does have rooting in it, so I'll do that review next. But that would be a nice one that is more of a transition for brunettes, you know, wanting to go something lighter for summer. I will say that depending on how that goes, I may do some doctoring of that as well. I may add some darker coloring into that if I really don't like all the blonde. Like I said, I just don't like myself in blonde. I don't like myself in highlights. And yeah, I don't know how that'll work. So we'll see. But I will say that that wig or that piece is seems to have the fibers are a lot finer. There's a lot less permatease. I've noticed that the curl pattern and wave pattern is different. So in your wig journey, if you ever purchase the same style of wig or piece in a different color, you may notice those things, that one wig will look a little different than the other in a few elements, if you will. So just keep that in mind. A lot of reviews on this style, which I find kind of heartbreaking because it's so dang cute. I think Taz did a review on this, and I think there was like one other gal that did a review on this. But, you know, it doesn't seem that folks tend to choose these styles for some reason. I don't know what it is. These more sassier, edgier styles. A lot of people stick with, you know, Raquel Welch, you know, Simmer in Editor's Pick, or John Renault in Rachel, Girl Mono by Ellen Villa. And all of those are awesome styles, and I hope to have those one day. But like I said, people don't tend to review these sassier styles, so that's why I wanted to do this. So let me give you a 360 of this piece. So obviously this is the front. I could, I guess, take this down, but I don't want to because it's so cute in there. So this is the front of it. I will go to my left side here. And then do the back. And I love all the stacking in the back. I love the nape here. It's long enough where it hides your bio hair, but then it's not too long that it, you know, comes way down here. So it's perfect for the summer. And then this is the right side. And then back to the front. Another thing I wanted to say, which I don't know that I should, but in my wig journey, I have never once measured my head circumference. That might be naughty to say, but I have never measured my head. I have always thought that I have an average head size. Baseball caps have always fit me fine. I've never really had to cinch them up to the point where, you know, I might have a petite head size and had to really like adjust that a whole lot. So I just went with average cap sizes, and I've been lucky. So, you know, I can't say that everyone should go that route. You know, I probably should measure it sometime here. But again, all of the pieces I've ordered have been average size, and they've all fit me well. I've ordered pieces from Amazon. Some have fit me very well, cheaper wigs from Amazon. Some have fit me very well. Others are a little big. And like I said, this is with having my own bio hair, a mesh wig cap, so like a fishnet wig cap, and a wig grip. So it fits fine. I have noticed that maybe it's because of wear, but the pieces are starting to slip around a bit on my head. I don't know if that's due to the fact of how much product I'm using in my hair that's making that slip in my own bio hair, or if it's just the cap is stretching out. But I have noticed that I've had to start pinning them in the back with bobby pins, or even using that got to be um, spiking spray and the spiking glue. That is, those two products together are awesome. If you want to secure your wig down, I would highly suggest those. I have been using the spiking paste, and I will just, it's kind of a white paste, thicker. I'll apply that to my head around the perimeter of my head, where right under the wig grip, and I'll let that dry a bit. I'll shoot it with a hair dryer, and then I will spray the got to be spray over that and allow that to dry. Even, use a hair dryer on that, and then I'll put the wig on, and I'll press it down on there because it's tacky at that point, and I'll press that down and then shoot it again with a hair dryer, a couple passes, and it's fine. I did that today on this piece because I was wearing this all day, and those two products work amazing. Like, this wig is not going anywhere, even with the wind. It will stay in place. So I will show you how this looks with some sunglasses. I meant to bring a hat in here, but I didn't. So I will just put this on with some glasses. You can see some styling, that I've done here, but totally looks so cute with glasses. They fit very nice under the ear tabs. There's not really a whole lot of pulling away or anything, but they just go on so nice. I just love it. I have started to bring out my own bio hair on the sides here, where the ear tabs are. It has, and you can see that my own bio hair is like kind of grayer, but you can doctor that up with, some root spray or powder or something. But it has been a little bit windier than normal this time of the year, so I have just started pulling a little bit out just in case it like blows, and it kind of blends in more. Don't know if that really helps or not, but anyway, I've just kind of been doing that. So I hope this wig review was helpful to you, gave you some ideas for maybe a little sassier style that you might be considering. I love this wig, like I said. I think you will too. It's so easy, so perfect for summer. Yeah, check it out. Wynter by Estetica in the color RS 28F. What did I say? Chestnut brown with red frost. Take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.